In the dynamic world of AI, we often celebrate the groundbreaking breakthroughs, the moments of triumph that redefine what's possible. We marvel at novel models, applaud high accuracy, and celebrate innovation. These are the highlights that capture our attention and drive the field forward. But behind every successful AI system, powering its reliability and effectiveness, is an unsung hero, the Standard Operating Procedure, or SOP. SOPs aren't glamorous, often involving meticulous documentation and seemingly mundane tasks. But they're absolutely essential for turning promising models, those sparks of brilliance, into reliable, real-world solutions that can be trusted and deployed with confidence. Many teams, caught up in the excitement of model development, focus solely on the model itself, assuming everything else, the deployment, maintenance, and scaling, will seamlessly fall into place. That's a mistake, a critical oversight. The journey from a Jupyter notebook where ideas are born to a robust production environment is fraught with pitfalls, unexpected bugs, miscommunication between teams, and process inconsistency that can derail even the most promising projects. SOPs provide the framework to answer the critical questions. How do you deploy the exact model you rigorously tested, ensuring no discrepancies creep in? How do you update it safely, minimizing downtime and preventing regressions? And crucially, what happens when something inevitably goes wrong? And how do you respond effectively? Think of an SOP as your AI team's comprehensive instruction manual. A step-by-step guide that meticulously outlines procedures for complex, recurring tasks. It transforms tribal knowledge, often held within a few individuals, into a shared resource, making your process not only scalable but also robust, capable of withstanding challenges and adapting to change. From the crucial initial stages of data prep to deployment and ongoing monitoring, SOPs ensure every step is done right, every time, guaranteeing quality and consistency. This guide will show you why SOPs are absolutely critical for AI success, what specific elements make them truly effective, and provide a practical framework for how to create one tailored for your team's unique needs. We'll walk through a practical example illustrating the key principles in action and highlight common mistakes to avoid, helping you steer clear of potential pitfalls. SOPs aren't bureaucratic overhead that stifle innovation. They're a powerful tool for building better AI, deploying it faster, and ensuring it operates more reliably in the real world. Let's see how. SOPs in AI aren't just best practice, they're essential for survival. AI projects are complex and error-prone. A small mistake in data or deployment can derail everything. SOPs provide guardrails, minimizing risk and ensuring every step is executed precisely. They guarantee reproducibility. If you can't retrain and redeploy your model identically, you can't trust your results. SOPs document every tool, version, and command, making debugging and audits possible. They clarify roles, who validates, who deploys, who approves, eliminating confusion and missed steps. SOPs streamline onboarding, provide a checklist for quality assurance, and are often required for compliance in regulated industries. With SOPs, your team operates as a coordinated professional unit, not a collection of individuals improvising. They're the backbone of reliable, scalable AI operations. Without them, even the best models can fail in production. SOPs turn chaos into consistency. That's why they're non-negotiable. A great AI SOP is more than just a simple checklist. It's a living document that guides your team. It's a comprehensive, user-friendly guide, designed to be easily understood and followed by everyone involved. Start with a clear purpose and scope. Define the why behind the SOP. Why does this SOP exist? What specific problem does it solve? What does it cover? And equally important, what doesn't it? Include definitions for any specialized jargon and acronyms, so everyone speaks the same language and understands the terminology being used. This ensures clarity and reduces potential misunderstandings. Assign roles and responsibilities clearly, who does what and when. Make sure each task has an owner and a deadline. The heart of the SOP is the step-by-step procedure, the core actions required. It should be detailed, sequential, and unambiguous, leaving no room for interpretation. Use clear, imperative instructions. Action-oriented language is key. For example, say, run the test script, not test the model. Be direct and precise. Number each step for easy tracking and to maintain a logical flow. List all required tools and software, including exact versions, to ensure reproducibility and avoid compatibility issues. Define quality assurance. Establish clear metrics for success. What does success look like? How do you verify it? What are the key performance indicators, KPIs? Add a change log to track updates. Document every modification made to the SOP. SOPs must evolve as your process changes. Regular reviews and updates are essential. Keep it concise but thorough. Strike a balance between brevity and completeness. Every section should help the user execute the task correctly and efficiently. A well-structured SOP removes guesswork and ambiguity, and makes complex AI operations repeatable, scalable, and more reliable. It's the foundation for scaling your team's expertise and ensuring consistent knowledge transfer. With the right SOP, anyone can deliver AI reliably and achieve consistent results. That's operational excellence in action, driving efficiency and innovation. Let's see a sample SOP in action. Suppose your team needs to deploy a new model for classifying support tickets. The SOP starts with a clear title and version SOPML001, Production Deployment of Classification Models V10. Purpose: define the standard procedure for deploying a validated model from the registry to production. Scope: covers only the final deployment steps, not training or initial validation. Definitions clarify terms like model candidate and production API. Roles are explicit. ML engineer deploys, product manager approves and communicates. This structure ensures everyone knows what to do, why and when, reducing errors and confusion. Let's walk through a model deployment SOP step by step to illustrate how these procedures come to life. This is a crucial part of ensuring that your model deployments are not only successful, but also consistent and reliable. A well-defined SOP acts as a roadmap, guiding your team through each stage of the process. 1. Confirm approval. The first step is to ensure that the deployment has been officially approved. Check Jira for the Approved for Deployment status. This confirmation acts as a green light, signaling that all necessary stakeholders have signed off on the deployment. 1. Identify model. Next, you need to pinpoint the exact model version that will be deployed. Find the correct model version in MLflow, a model registry, and copy its URI. This URI serves as the unique identifier for the model, ensuring that you're deploying the intended version. 1. Update config. Now it's time to integrate the model into your production environment. Clone the production API repo and update the config file with the new model URI. This step essentially tells your API where to find and load the latest model. 1. Create pull request. To maintain code quality and prevent errors, commit the change, create a PR, pull request, and request review from your peers. This collaborative approach ensures that multiple eyes have reviewed the changes before they're merged into the main code base. 1. Merge and deploy to staging. After the pull request has been approved, trigger the Jenkins deploy to staging job. This will deploy the updated API along with the new model to a staging environment for testing. 1. Verify staging. Before moving to production, thoroughly verify the staging environment. Check the health endpoint and logs to confirm the new model is loaded correctly and the API is functioning as expected. 1. Run smoke tests. Execute automated tests, often referred to as smoke tests, to ensure basic API responsiveness and that the model is generating sample predictions without any obvious errors. 1. Promote to production. Once you're confident in the staging environment, trigger the Promote to Production job in Jenkins. This step often requires manual approval to ensure that a human is overseeing the final deployment. 1. Verify production. After the deployment to production, confirm that the production API is healthy and running the correct model version. This is a critical step to avoid any disruptions to your live service. 1. Monitor metrics. Keep a close eye on the API's performance using Grafana or a similar monitoring tool. Watch latency and error rates for at least the first hour after deployment to identify any potential issues. 1. Close ticket. If everything is running smoothly, move the Jira ticket to Done to signify the completion of the deployment. Also, remember to document the deployment process and any relevant details for future reference. 1. Communicate. Finally, notify the team in Slack or your preferred communication channel that the new model is live and available for use. This keeps everyone informed and aligned. As you can see, each step is clear, verifiable, and leaves no room for ambiguity. This level of detail is what makes an SOP effective. By following a well-defined SOP, you can transform a potentially risky model deployment into a repeatable, safe, and predictable process. This reduces the chances of errors and ensures consistency across deployments. That's the power of a good SOP, providing structure, clarity, and confidence in your model deployment process. The SOP must specify tools and quality checks to ensure consistency. Tools: list exact versions, Git, Jenkins, MLflow, Jira, Grafana, Slack, Python, and required libraries. This prevents subtle bugs from mismatched environments. Anyone can set up their workspace correctly and debugging is easier. Quality assurance. Define objective checkpoints. Approval Jira ticket must be approved for deployment. Staging Jenkins job must succeed. Health endpoint must show the new model. Smoke tests. All must pass with exit code 0. Production API health check returns 200 OK with correct model version. Performance, latency, and error rates must stay within defined limits for the first hour. These checks ensure the deployment meets your standards. No guesswork, just results. Even the best SOPs can fail if misused. The biggest mistake? Vagueness. Test the model means nothing be specific about scripts and data and expected results. Another pitfall, letting SOPs become outdated. AI tools change fast. Stale SOPs mislead and cause errors. Assign ownership and review SOPs regularly, after major changes or at least quarterly. Don't make SOPs overly complex or rigid. If they're too long or bureaucratic, no one will use them. Focus on critical steps and keep language simple. Allow for exceptions, include a process for handling unusual situations. Team buy-in is crucial. If engineers see SOPs as pointless, they'll ignore them. Involve the team in creating and updating SOPs, they'll take ownership and follow them. Gather feedback and improve the process over time. SOPs should be living documents, not static rules. When done right, they empower teams and prevent chaos. That's how you make SOPs work for you. Consider Innovate AI, a team with a brilliant fraud detection model that failed in production. Deployments caused outages and poor results due to inconsistent processes. The team realized the problem wasn't the model, but the lack of an SOP. They paused development and together mapped out every deployment step, tool, and quality check. The new SOP clarified roles, required approvals, and included a changelog. The next deployment was smooth, approvals checked, correct model deployed, tests passed, and communication clear. Over 3 months, 5 more deployments went live, no critical errors, fewer bugs, and faster releases. The SOP turned chaos into calm, predictable success. The team felt ownership and pride in their process. Management regained confidence. The lesson: a well-crafted SOP can transform even the most talented but chaotic teams. It's not just about the model, it's about the process. That's the real secret to AI success. Building a great AI model is only half the battle. Delivering value requires disciplined processes. SOPs aren't bureaucracy. They're the foundation for reliable, scalable AI. Start small. Pick one high-risk recurring task, like model deployment, and document your best practice. Involve your team, write it down, and use it. Treat your SOP as a living document. Update it with feedback and improvements. Over time, you'll see fewer errors, faster onboarding, and a more confident team. Expand SOPs to other areas as you grow. Don't wait for a crisis. Be proactive and start today. SOPs turn experiments into enterprise-grade solutions. They're an investment in your team's long-term success. Begin your journey to operational excellence now. With SOPs, you'll build better AI, consistently, reliably, and at scale. That's how you win with AI.